Tomorrow is the big day where all my hard work and all the sacrifices that I've had to make for the whole off season and on season is all building up to this one moment. My last opportunity to run a 800 meter PB before the end of the season. So as you may know, tomorrow is my last opportunity to run an 800 meter PB at the Victorian Miles Club meet in Doncaster, the last one of the season. And the storyline coming into this race is pretty interesting. So last year at the last season, where I last raced at this place, which was at the exact same meeting, that's where I was going for my 1:56 minute PB for the 800. But what ended up happening was, as I overtook first place, I got tripped up and got pushed by the other competitors, ended up finishing in 2:02. So I'm coming back down. I'm coming for this race for my redemption and revenge. And also coming to this race too, they just released the Vic Miler Club starting list, and I'm in the C race. I don't know if you can see this. Let's have a look. Can you see that? Let's have a look. Well, I'm right here, and my mate Toby, who last season I was training with, is also going to be in this race as well. So we're finally going to have a matchup race. So the history here is Toby and I, we used to be like, we used to train together quite a lot back where I was from Albury, but I chose to move to Melbourne as I felt that was the next step for me to take my running to the next level. And he stayed in Albury. And so far, he's got a PB for the season of 1:56 something. So they've matched me up with him, which is great because my current PB is 1:57.50. And we haven't raced an 800 meter together since our last one, where we both ran a sub 2 minute 800 for the first time, where he did 1:57 and I did 1:59. So this is going to be really interesting storyline stuff, but everything's getting prepared. Everything's done all my preparations. So I'm going to be watching Rocky, just a bit of Rocky before I go to bed. And then I'm going to get my 9 hours sleep and check in with you tomorrow as the day progresses. So yeah, this is my race vlog. So I hope you enjoy it. But the storyline just keeps getting interesting. So shit's gonna go down. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, we just woke up. It's 6:57 and I'm happy to say that I got my 9 hours sleep, which everything is going to schedule, as you can see. So right now I'm gonna have my breakfast and just kill time pretty much for the rest of the day until 7:02 p.m, which that's when my race is. So yeah. Alright, so now we're on our way. Coming to this race, what's my race strategy to get an 800 meter PB? Well, from my other 800 meter races that I've raced this season, when I've went for a PB, the reason why I wasn't able to get a PB for those races was because the last two became negative split races. So that being that the second lap is faster than the first lap. Now, most 800 meter PBs are raced with a positive split, being that the first 400 is faster than the second 400. As what makes it easier is when you've done one lap that's faster, you can use that momentum that you've built up and carry it through the second one when you're more fatigued. Whereas if you do it the other way, you've got to surge even more despite having all this fatigue and lactic in your legs. So from those last two races, I'll put myself in a bad situation strategically where I'll be stuck at the back, boxed in, and I'll let other people dictate the race. And what they keep doing, bloody birds. I swear, you're probably not going to be able to hear me now. What ends up keep happening is that would happen, and then we do the first lap in 1 minute. And then I'll come back in 58, which that would make it a negative split race and makes it very difficult for me to get that PB. So what's good is from doing those races, I've learnt more on how I've got to race it exactly to get my PB. So the race strategy for this race is I want to go for the first lap in 54, 55, 56, 57. Ideally, we're going to go through in 56 because that would be a sweet spot where even if we come home in the second lap in 1 minute, that would be a 1 second PB, which we know we're in that PB shape because of our 600 meter time trial we did on the weekend. We went to 1:23, so I've definitely got the legs for it. I just got to make sure that that first lap is faster. Which how I'm going to do that is I'm going to focus more on getting my start correct, where I put a little bit more energy into getting a quick start, and then coming into the 200, what I've been doing is instead of me gliding gradually over to the corner, I'll just cut straight into lane 1 and then let everyone else cut in front of me, putting me in the back, which isn't what you want because you're giving power to other people on how the race will play out. So this time I'm going to make sure we emerge over from the 100 meter separated lanes. I'm going to glide over diagonally so I run as least as possible. So yeah, that's the plan. It's pretty much, I just got to get that first lap correct, and then the rest of the race should take care of itself. So yeah, that's it. So see you at home. All right, so we're on our way to the race today, which so far as you can see, it's we've got quite a bit of traffic, but I've got my housemate here, Reese. He's going to be doing the filming for me, which is going to help. But pretty much we've left so we can get there with 2 hours to spare before my race, and then I can sort out my bib, look at my surroundings, absorb the atmosphere, see my coach, and then have plenty of time an hour beforehand to have my caffeine and warm up and get ready to get this PB. So I'll check in with you when we're at the venue. Well, we've still got like another 2 hours before my race starts, so we'll see if we can check in, but yeah, we're here. Okay, so right now we're just checking out the track before the race, so we've got plenty of time to have a look. Something that I've got to be mindful of is I keep making this error where I'm in lane 3 or lane 4, and instead of me slowly, gradually gliding over to the 200 meter mark corner there, I just cut straight over and let everyone else cut in front of me, and I get boxed in and have to run longer. So goal really is today, well, once I find out my lane, is to gradually aim for that corner. So yeah, how long have we got now? Yeah, hour and 30 minutes. See if we can check in, but yeah, it's good.
Bib number? Yeah. That's the boys one. Bib number. Where are you sticking it? Right hand side. And number 1.
Oh,
yeah, number. I've got a bib number for you.
Good,
Right,
so my race is at 7:02.
Alright. 4 pins on the front, hit number 2. 4 pins right hand side. 7:02. I don't think Shania's got that many out yet. No, it goes up to 6:48.
Green stands in order to make your way to the
Number 10.
start line for the 800s.
Did you hear that? Don't waste the time. Make sure you're doing what you're doing to come for, okay?
Yeah,
And bring him back when he's right hand side.
Thank you.
Yeah, so a reminder to all competitors, we've got to check in the area
Right,
under
so number
the
10, so that must mean
Athletic Club tent.
I'm probably going to share a lane with someone, but
you must make sure that
that's alright, I've got to learn my lesson somehow.
We have 8 starters in our first event, which is the men's M800 metres.
I will be a little
On the
while.
inside, we have Craig Hewitts in station 2 from our ranges.
ripped it. It
In the case of Virginia, Gemma Ururithi in 3.
Oh, there we go.
Henwood in 5. From South Melbourne, it's Matteo Laurenti in 6.
Aesthetic. Just going to drink my caffeine out of this. My ritual drinking horn. Of course. So, yeah. True Viking. Okay, so it's less than an hour before my race, so I'm going to start warming up in the Meta Ray-Bans. So, cool. Almost 2K done. I think that's enough. Oh wait, I gotta do one more meter. Okay, that's 2K done. How are we looking for time? 6:18. Yeah, I think that's...
How are the glasses?
No, the glasses are great. So they're not falling off. They feel very secure to my face, which is fantastic because, yeah, I'm gonna be running a lot faster than out here, but even here I was running quicker than I thought.
Yeah.
For caffeine, but yeah. On to the other things that we do. So now I'm gonna move on to some leg swings, some dynamic stretches that I do, and yeah, and then move on to strides, and that should be really it. And the glute activation, which I should do that now. That's really it. Alright, cool. Cool. Play my music too, so. Good speakers. Something cool actually happened before.
What was that?
So I was running around and some dude who was white, I was like, hey, Eric, right? It's Eric, right? I'm like, oh, hey. He's like, yeah. Oh, my name's Nick. I've been following like your content on Instagram and all that, and man, it's so cool because like, oh, you know, I was into it. You know, I was into running and everything like that. He's in my race. He's telling me like, oh, I'm gonna take it out hard. You know, I'm gonna make it a fast race. Don't worry. Because I'm like, yeah, that's good because my PB. Yeah, I want to get a PB. He's like, oh yeah, because I was like, I don't want it to be 1 minute. He's like, don't worry, it won't be 1 minute. So she's just like, yeah, just stick onto me for as long as you can.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Like, and he said he's doing something similar. He's also going to be making content as well. And he saw me and he's like, oh, I got to get onto this. So that was really cool. That was my first interaction with, you know, a fan. So yeah, that's called consistency. 7, almost 8 months posting every single day. But we've got to focus. We're here, we're focusing on that.
Great support crew here. Let's get the noise really going, and it's Gretch who sets the pace early. Rosen also trying to move nicely. Noden on the inside, got those long legs going, and I reckon Daniel Noden's going to be trying.
Come on, Eric!
As they start to settle. Reimer's got a bit of work to do, boys, so let's get the cheers going. He's got Bradshaw just in front of him as they clear through that 200, about 26. Pace time for Gretch. Don't know much about this guy, but he's in this C race and he's here to race well. So Gretch, no, the Aubrey one there is Walker in next position. They are starting to spread, and that's because Nick Gretch has put the foot down and really gone for it. Rosen in next position, Reimers. Then we have the Chilwell runner, so this is split there, but it's still going nicely. Probably out of 56 as they went through, so they're setting this up beautifully. Gretch going hard, no, looking very solid in that second position. Now Reimers starting to make it.
Come on, Eric!
Behind him is like Gans. Thomas in next slot, then Bradshaw. Ethan Boss taking up the rear with the field. Now we're seeing a bit of a move here. It's Max Rosen's the one who makes the move past Noda. Now we're seeing Ryan's just getting caught up there a little bit. Gans looking really strong. I think the last 200 meters. They're going to be closing in. You're going to be totally Walker into 157 time. Walker's just gone hand. Rose is trying to go with him. Even the home straight. It's Walker leading on the Rose. Also Thomas looking very strong in the final stage. Gans a big run with him. But it will be Rose that will take this out. 153 on the clock.
Come on, Eric!
Rosen takes it. Looks like it was Thomas in next position, right up there.
I want to die.
Well done.
Oh, how'd you go, Eric? You showed me that was tough.
Do you need time yet, or are you going to wait?
I have to wait.
Have to wait.
Oh.
You had an absolute crack. You had an absolute crack.
Oh, fuck me. I am dead. My hamstrings, glutes, everything is totally spent. So definitely gave it my all. I'm gonna have to check the results to see exactly what time I got, but the support from everyone around was the best. Like literally every single bend I went to, I could hear my name. People shouting, people going, 27, you're on pace, keep going, charge down the 150. So that's, what more can you ask for? But I'll check it out. But all I know is definitely gave that 100%, because I still feel my hamstrings now, but no, it's good. We'll look at the results now. Okay, so just spoke to my coach and he checked the results. And I did 158.58. So my PB is 157.50. So I didn't get it, but interesting stuff about this was for the 400 I did 56, so that was on pace for what I wanted. And then at the 600 meter mark I did 124, so that's on pace to do a 152 for the 800. But the last 200, which I'll show on like the replay, I blew up. I went home in like 34 seconds. Oh, because yeah, so I mean, the positive takeaway is I didn't do a bloody 1 minute for the first lap. Thank you, finally. But now it's the other spectrum where, I don't know, I'm still processing it because I'm going to talk to my coach about it. But all I know is I gave it a hard run and I was on pace for that. So usually, you know, I've been told sometimes it takes a race like this to get your body accustomed to that speed. So the next time I hit an 800, which there's one more, there's actually one more I've got. I didn't want to have to do another one, but I will have to do another one before the season ends. It's in about a week or two at Box Hill Classic, so that will actually be my last chance. So I learned from this, keep losing the weight, and yeah, just gotta keep on going until the season actually ends.